अस्सलाम वालेकुम व्यूअर्स, वेलकम टू फॉरवर्ड बैक ट्यूटोरियल्स। हमारा टॉपिक है आज का Kreb'S cycle. As you know, we are discussing the mechanism of respiration. We have dealt with glycolysis, and in glycolysis we now know that this glycolysis occurs in cytosol in absence of oxygen, and there is incomplete oxidation of glucose molecule, and this glucose molecule yields through several intermediates two molecules of pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid, also called as pyruvate in ionic form. Now, during this process, there is production of two NADH2 molecules and two ATP molecules. Now, this pyruvic acid is now transported to the mitochondria, and in the mitochondria this pyruvic acid is further oxidized into carbon dioxide and produces several reduced coenzymes like NADH2, FADH2. Now this pyruvic acid, when it enters into the mitochondria, before participating in the Krebs cycle pathway, this pyruvic acid has to change and it gets converted into a 2-carbon compound known as acetyl coenzyme A. This conversion of pyruvic acid into acetyl coenzyme A is very important because this is the acetyl coenzyme A which links the glycolysis and the Krebs cycle. Now this acetyl coenzyme A formation from pyruvic acid, because it is the linking substance, this reaction is known as the link reaction. So first, before we will discuss Krebs cycle in detail, let us have a look on this link reaction. This link reaction takes place in the mitochondria, and here pyruvic acid is converted into acetyl coenzyme A, and this is a oxidative decarboxylation reaction, and during this the enzyme responsible for this reaction is pyruvate decarboxylase dehydrogenase. It's an enzyme complex. This enzyme complex needs participation of at least 5 factors, and these 5 factors are thymine pyrophosphate, written as TPP. It needs lipoic acid. Remember, it is oxidation form. Now, it also needs magnesium divalent ions. This enzyme complex also needs NAD positive, which gets reduced to NADH2, and one more cofactor that it needs is the coenzyme A. So this link reaction, which converts pyruvic acid into acetyl coenzyme A in the presence of this enzyme complex, pyruvate decarboxylate dehydrogenase, needs at least 5 cofactors. These are, once again I will recap, thymine pyrophosphate, lipoic acid, magnesium divalent ions, NAD positive, that is oxidized form, and coenzyme A. Now in presence of these, this pyruvic acid gets converted into acetyl coenzyme A. This link reaction is a very complex reaction. To discuss its mechanism is beyond the scope of this lecture and the syllabus. Now, So till then, for all those neat aspirants, I may elaborate it in this way. This pyruvic acid first combines with thymine pyrophosphate where it gets decarboxylated, and now this pyruvate becomes attached to this thymine pyrophosphate in the form of acetaldehyde. Now this TPP complex with the acetaldehyde now gets oxidized to produce an acid that combines with this oxidized form of lipoic acid to produce a acetyl lipoic acid complex. Now then this oxidized lipoic acid complex this lipoic acid now gets dehydrogenated during this reaction and the aldehyde gets oxidized. Now here this complex then combines with coenzyme A to produce acetyl coenzyme A, and the dehydrogenated form, this reduced form of lipoic acid. Now this lipoic acid reduced form is converted into its oxidized form in presence of NAD to yield the NADH2. So this was a little bit about the mechanism of what is happening during this link reaction. You may learn it in higher classes, but now this acetyl coenzyme A acts as the entrant substrate for the Krebs cycle. Now it combines with the oxaloacetic acid to produce the first stable compound of the Krebs cycle, that is called the citric acid, or which is a tricarboxylic acid. For that purpose, the cycle which we will now take up is also known as citric acid cycle and tricarboxylic acid cycle. Now, since this cycle was given by Sir Hans Krebs in the honor of Krebs, we will name this cycle as Krebs cycle. Now we know that pyruvic acid gets converted into acetyl coenzyme A in presence of pyruvate decarboxylase dehydrogenase enzyme complex. It needs TPP, thymine pyrophosphate, lipoic acid, magnesium divalent ions, coenzyme A, and this oxidized form of NAD, that is NAD positive. Here there is decarboxylation, that is carbon dioxide is evolved, and there is formation of reduced coenzyme NADH2. Now this acetyl coenzyme A is the entrant and it enters in the Krebs cycle. Now here this acetyl coenzyme A combines with oxaloacetic acid, or we can say oxaloacetate. Now this oxaloacetic acid combines with acetyl coenzyme A in presence of enzyme citrate synthase or synthetase to produce a 6-carbon compound. That compound is called citric acid. Citric acid, or in the enzyme ion form it is called citrate. Remember, this oxaloacetic acid is a 4-carbon compound and this acetyl coenzyme A is a 2-carbon compound. There is condensation in presence of this citrate synthase to produce citric acid, which is a 6-carbon compound. Remember, the citric acid possesses 3 carboxylic groups, so it is a tricarboxylic acid, whereas this oxaloacetic acid has 2 carboxylic groups, it is a dicarboxylic acid. Now this citric acid gets converted into cis-aconitic acid, or we can say cis-aconitate. This reaction takes place in presence of enzyme aconitase, and here this enzyme acts as a dehydrating enzyme, and it removes water molecule from citric acid. Now, same enzyme, because this is an intermediate for a short period, same enzyme, that is aconitase, adds up water molecule to this cis-aconitic acid, and it gets converted into isocitric acid. So there is formation of isocitric acid. Remember, these all are 6 carbon compounds. This reaction takes place in presence of iron divalent ions, ferrous. So this reaction also takes place. These reactions are reversible reactions. Now this isocitric acid undergoes decarboxylation and dehydrogenation. First dehydrogenation, then decarboxylation simultaneously. The enzyme is isocitrate dehydrogenase complex. This is actually both a dehydrogenasing enzyme and a carboxylizing enzyme, decarboxylizing enzyme. Now here first dehydrogenation takes place and isocitric acid gets converted into oxalosuccinic acid or oxalosuccinate. Oxalosuccinic acid or oxalosuccinate में change होता है isocitric acid. Remember, this is 6 carbon compound and this is also 6 carbon compound. The enzyme is isocitrate dehydrogenase. So here dehydrogenation takes place. The hydrogens are accepted by this oxidized form of NAD and it gets reduced to NADH2. So this is the first oxidation step in this Krebs cycle. Now here the same enzyme, it is another part, that is the decarboxylase part, causes the decarboxylation of this oxalosuccinic acid. That means out of 3 carboxylic groups, 1 carboxylic group is being removed in the form of carbon dioxide. So there is evolution of carbon dioxide and it gets converted into alpha ketoglycolic acid. Alpha ketoglycolic acid or alpha ketoglycerate. This is the key substance in this metabolic pathway. Now here in this step we can see this is the oxidation step number first. Isocitric acid gets converted into alpha ketoglycolic acid through this oxalosuccinic acid. This same enzyme isocitrate dehydrogenase decarboxylase is involved. Here first dehydrogenation takes place and then it is followed by decarboxylation. Now we have alpha ketoglycolic acid. This alpha ketoglycolic acid undergoes the another oxidation, that is dehydrogenation. Here also takes place. It is also dehydrogenation plus decarboxylation. Now here in this case this was the 6 carbon compound, this 6 carbon compound, this 6 carbon compound. These are all 6 carbon compounds because here decarboxylation has taken place, 1 carboxylic group is being removed. So this alpha ketoglycolic acid is a 5 carbon compound. Now we can say it is a dicarboxylic acid also. Now here this alpha ketoglycolic acid gets converted into succinyl coenzyme A. Succinyl coenzyme A. This reaction here needs the enzyme. The enzyme is an enzyme complex alpha ketoglycerate dehydrogenase complex. Remember, when we say complex, that means there would be several prosthetic groups or cofactors attached to this, and it has TPP, it has lipoic acid. These are also present with this. This enzyme acts both as a dehydrogenasing enzyme and decarboxylation enzyme. So here there is introduction, or we can say coenzyme A is being used once again, and there is reduction of NAD positive to NADH2 with the evolution of carbon dioxide. So can we say now here that in this oxidation step, alpha ketoglycolic acid gets converted to succinyl coenzyme A in presence of this enzyme complex alpha ketoglycolic dehydrogenase. There is dehydrogenation of this acid, alpha ketoglycolic acid. The hydrogens are accepted by NAD positive to get converted NADH2, and here the carboxylic group is removed and it becomes now the there is evolution of carbon dioxide, and with the help of coenzyme A it gets converted into succinyl coenzyme A. Now this succinyl coenzyme A is a 4-carbon compound. The succinyl coenzyme A gets converted into succinic acid, or we can say succinate. Succinic acid or succinate. And this reaction takes place in presence of enzyme succinyl thiokinase. So the enzyme succinyl thiokinase converts succinyl coenzyme A to succinic acid. During this reaction, this coenzyme A is liberated, and during this reaction, the high energy produced during this reaction is used by GDP and it gets converted into GTP. Now it has been now found that this GTP phosphorylates an ADP molecule and changes it into an ATP molecule. So can we say here that during this step there is formation of an ATP molecule? This is the substrate level phosphorylation. Now this succinic acid gets changed into fumaric acid or fumarate. Succinic acid changes to fumaric acid. This is another oxidation step. Here the enzyme involved is succinate dehydrogenase. When you will learn the electron transport system, there we say this is the enzyme complex 2 and this is the succinate dehydrogenase having FAD as prosthetic group, and that FAD accepts these hydrogens and gets converted into FADH2. So there is formation of a reduced coenzyme FADH2. Now this fumaric acid gets converted into malic acid, or we can say malate. Now this reaction takes place in presence of the enzyme fumarase, and this enzyme fumarase uses one molecule of water, adds it to fumaric acid, and which gets converted into malic acid or malate. Now this malate undergoes dehydrogenation, that is one more oxidation takes place here in presence of the enzyme malate dehydrogenase. Malate dehydrogenase enzyme has NAD as the prosthetic group, and this enzyme dehydrogenases this malic acid, and the hydrogens are accepted by NAD positive and that gets converted into NADH2, and this malic acid gets converted into oxaloacetic acid. So this completes the set of cyclic reactions. We have started from the oxaloacetic acid, and the oxaloacetic acid is regenerated here to complete the cycle. And these set of cyclic reactions were given by Sir Hannes Krebs, and for in the honor of Krebs, these are called Krebs cycle. Reactions are simply Krebs cycle. As you know, the alternative names, because the first compound is citric acid, so it is called a citric acid cycle also. It is a tricarboxylic acid. It is also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle or TCA cycle. Now here, let us have a look for this. I will have a recap in a very simple lucid language. That is like this. पायरुविक एसिड हमारे पास था जो बनकर आया था ग्लाइकोलाइसिस से, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में इसने एंट्री की, ट्रांसपोर्ट हुआ, तो वहां पर लिंक रिएक्शन के द्वारा ये चेंज हो गया एसिटाइल कोएंजाइम ए में। यहां पर NAD चेंज होता है NADH2 में, यहां पर बन गए NADH2 मॉलिक्यूल, और यहां पर डिकार्बोक्सिलेशन भी होती है, एंजाइम पायरुवेट डिकार्बोक्सिलेज डिहाइड्रोजनेज कॉम्प्लेक्स। इस रिएक्शन को ये 5 फैक्टर्स चाहिए जैसे कि हमने डिस्कस किया। यहां पर क्योंकि 2 पायरुविक एसिड मॉलिक्यूल्स एक ग्लूकोज से बनेंगे तो 2 एसिटाइल कोएंजाइम ए मॉलिक्यूल्स बनेंगे, तो यहां पर 2 NADH2 मॉलिक्यूल्स बनेंगे लिंक रिएक्शन द्वारा। अब यह एसिटाइल कोएंजाइम ए माइटोकॉन्ड्रियल मैट्रिक्स में, जहां पर क्रेब्स साइकिल के एंजाइम्स होते हैं, ऑक्सोलोएसिटिक एसिड के साथ मिलता है, कंडेंसेशन रिएक्शन है, ये एंजाइम है साइट्रेट सिंथेज, तो साइट्रिक एसिड बनता है। ये 4 कार्बन कंपाउंड, ये 6 कार्बन कंपाउंड। साइट्रिक एसिड चेंज होता है सिस एकोनेटिक एसिड में, एंजाइम है एकोनेटेज, आयरन डाइवेलेंट इसे चाहिए, और यहां पर डिहाइड्रेशन होती है, तो फिर सिस एकोनेटिक एसिड चेंज होता है आइसोसाइट्रिक एसिड में। यहां पर सेम एंजाइम है और आयन्स भी वही चाहे इसे, लेकिन यहां पर एड अप होता है वाटर मॉलिक्यूल, फिर से लेता है ये। अब आइसोसाइट्रिक एसिड 6 कार्बन कंपाउंड, ये चेंज होता है ऑक्सोलोसक्सिनिक एसिड, ये भी 6 कार्बन है, 6 कार्बन, एंजाइम है आइसोसाइट्रेट डिहाइड्रोजनेज, तो इस पार्ट में यहां पर डिहाइड्रोजनेशन होती है, NAD चेंज होता है NADH2 में। अब यहां पर ऑक्सोलोसक्सिनिक एसिड चेंज होता है अल्फा कीटो गिलिटोरिक एसिड में, डिकार्बोक्सिलेशन होती है यहां पर इस ऑक्सोलोसक्सिनिक एसिड की, एक कार्बोक्सिलिक ग्रुप में होता है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, तो ये 5 कार्बन वाला अल्फा कीटो गिलिटोरिक एसिड बनता है। नाउ दिस अल्फा कीटो गिलिटोरिक एसिड, इसकी फिर से ऑक्सीडेशन होती है, डिहाइड्रोजनेशन भी होती है, डिकार्बोक्सिलेशन भी होती है, एंजाइम कॉम्प्लेक्स है यहां पर अल्फा कीटो गिलिटोराइट डिहाइड्रोजनेज कॉम्प्लेक्स, इसके लिए कोफैक्टर्स भी चाहिए, इसे TPP है, लिपोइक एसिड है, तो यहां पर कोएंजाइम ए भी चाहिए इसे, और यहां पर NAD चेंज होता है NADH2 में, और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड यहां पर इवॉल्व होता है क्योंकि इसका कार्बोक्सिलिक ग्रुप रिमूव होता है, और कोएंजाइम ए इस रिएक्शन को चाहिए, और ये अल्फा कीटो गिलिटोरिक एसिड चेंज होता है सक्सिनाइल कोएंजाइम ए में। अब सक्सिनाइल कोएंजाइम ए बन गया, ये 4 कार्बन वाला कंपाउंड है, इसको ये चेंज होना है सक्सिनिक एसिड में, और एंजाइम है इसके लिए सक्सिनाइल थायोकाइनेज, ये यहां पर कोएंजाइम ए को रिमूव करता है, और वहां से जो एनर्जी निकलती है दैट इज ट्रैप्ड इन द बाय द GDP which combines with inorganic phosphate to produce GTP मॉलिक्यूल बनता है यहां पर, लेकिन सॉरी बहुत सारे ऑथर्स का कहना है कि यहां पर GDP प्रोवाइड इस ADP की फास्फोरिलेशन करता है और चेंज होता है ATP में, तो यहां पर ATP मॉलिक्यूल बनता है। क्योंकि अगर हमने यहां पर कहा 2 एसिटाइल कोएंजाइम्स हैं, तो यहां पर 2 NADH2 मॉलिक्यूल्स बनेंगे, यहां पर 2 NADH2 मॉलिक्यूल्स बनेंगे, यहां पर फिर 2 ATPs बनेंगे। यहां पर सक्सिनिक एसिड की डिहाइड्रोजनेशन होती है और फिमेरिक एसिड में चेंज होता है, तो एंजाइम है सक्सिनेट डिहाइड्रोजनेज, FAD चेंज होता है FADH2 में, यहां पर एक मॉलिक्यूल के लिए एक ही बनेगा, लेकिन हमारे पास 2 मॉलिक्यूल चलते हैं, तो यहां पर 2 FADH2 मॉलिक्यूल्स बनेंगे। अब फिमेरिक एसिड फिमेरेज की प्रेजेंस में वाटर लेता है और चेंज होता है मैलिक एसिड में, और मैलिक एसिड अब इसकी फिर से ऑक्सीडेशन होगी, दैट इज डिहाइड्रोजनेशन, और एंजाइम है मेलेट डिहाइड्रोजनेज, यहाँ पर भी NAD चेंज होता है NADH2 में, और मेलेट और मैलिक एसिड चेंजेस इनटू ऑक्सलोएसिटेट और ऑक्सलोएसिटिक एसिड। तो यहाँ पर फिर से ऑक्सीडेशन होती है। तो पहली बात जो आप याद रखेंगे, इसमें 4 जगह पे ऑक्सीडेशन होती है। ये आप हमेशा याद रखें, किस किस जगह पे। यहाँ पर होती है ऑक्सीडेशन, यहाँ पर भी होती है ऑक्सीडेशन, यहाँ पर होती है ऑक्सीडेशन, यहाँ पर होती है ऑक्सीडेशन। तो जहां जहां एंजाइम डिहाइड्रोजिनेज इन्वॉल्व है, दैट मींस डिहाइड्रोजिनेशन होती है। डिहाइड्रोजिनेशन का दूसरा मतलब है ऑक्सीडेशन। तो इस डिहाइड्रोजिनेशन या इस ऑक्सीडेशन के दौरान अगर हम देखेंगे, दो दो और दो, दैट मींस 2 + 2 + 2, दैट मींस 6 NADH2 molecules are produced. क्लियर? और यहां पर 2 FADH2 molecules are produced. और अगर हम देखेंगे 2 ATPs. So Krebs cycle में, this is a very important and neat question. Krebs cycle कितना जनरेट कर सकता है ATP? How many ATPs would be generated by or produced by Krebs cycle only? जरा देखते हैं। एक NADH2 3 बनाता है, तो 6 means multiplying it by 3, that is 18. तो एक FADH2 2, इसे मल्टीप्लाई करें 2 से, इट में भी दिस इज 18, दिस बिकम्स 4, और ये सबस्ट्रेट लेवल के 2, दैट मींस 18 + 2 20, 20 + 4, that is total 24 ATPs would be generated alone by the Krebs cycle. This is the a little about the Krebs cycle. Hope कि आपको ये समझ आया होगा। तो मैं यहाँ पर फिर से बोल दूं कि आप अगर कहीं भी आपको डाउट लग रहा है, मुझे फ़ोन करें या कमेंट सेक्शन में जाएं। लेकिन यहाँ पर याद रखें, यहाँ पर जो ये रिड्यूस्ड कोएंजाइम्स बनते हैं NADH2 FADH2, अभी इन्होंने एनर्जी रिलीज नहीं की। ये एनर्जी रिलीज करेंगे जब ये अपने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और प्रोटॉन्स को ट्रांसपोर्ट करेंगे टू ultimate acceptor of these electrons and protons, that is the oxygen, और ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और प्रोटॉन्स ट्रांसपोर्ट हो जाएंगे इन द ETC, दैट इज इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट चेन, जो इनर माइटोकॉन्ड्रियल मेम्ब्रेन में है, जो हमारा नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है। उस पर भी हम जल्दी ही वीडियो अपलोड करेंगे। होप आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आएगा। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग। अल्लाह सेंड राजोस।